Every episode, we break success into 3 powerful steps. 1, shifting your mindset, because true success always starts with the way we think. 2, inspired actions, small steps to massive results. 3, embrace growth. The journey to success is continuous. So grab your tea, your coffee, favorite drink, whatever that is. I always choose tea. Let's dive into today's conversation. So welcome back to Tea Time with True Success. I'm Coach Angela, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Miss Gabi. I am so excited that you are here to join us today.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to be here with you. I am always honored to be next to you and be hosting different topics on this podcast.
Awesome. I'm so grateful. And today we have our Immune Boost tea. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, whatever favorite drink you like, and let's go.
I love this tea.
So if this is your first time at the podcast, we're here to uncover the success that already exists in you, whether or not it's mindset, health, finances, or relationships. On today's topic, we're going to actually talk about doing what you love and making an abundance of money with that. All right, so let's start off with this question. What myth have you heard about money?
What myth have I heard about money? Can you elaborate on that question a little bit?
So myths are usually a lie. So what lies have you heard about money?
Money is evil.
Money's evil.
Money is always the problem.
Yes. Money is always a problem. I've heard that quite a bit. So I've heard that ministers, which I happen to be, aren't allowed to be rich.
Really?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Why?
And I mean, I get to watch a whole bunch of rich ministers on TV. But yes, I've heard many times that ministers are not allowed to make money.
But what's the reason behind that? Is there a certain thing that was set, or it's just a...
So I think it was probably based on the fact that a lot of people get the biblical scripture incorrect when they talk about money. And they said the love of money is the root to all evil. But a lot of people say, and leave love right on out and say it's money. What I've learned about money in the past few weeks, actually, and I actually did a nice thorough research on money because I really wanted to be able to touch bases with people. So in the Bible, in Ecclesiastes, it tells us that money is the answer to all things, right? Mm-hmm. But it also tells us that God would provide for us. And if you look in Genesis, it showed them that they didn't even need money, mm-hmm. that God had made provisions with everything. So why are we actually depending on money to the point that
our mind is consumed
with money. I need more money. I need more money. And then going around and get a job just for that money. Waking up every morning, miserable, unhappy, running to a job to make that money. Why not do something you love and let that money come after you?
I think it's for a lot of people, as you get older, you need to work. People end up having responsibilities. People have kids. So they forget about their passion or what they really love to do because they're like, I need to survive first before I go and chase my dreams. Or I have a child and I have a family to take care of. So they give up on that, I have a dream and maybe I can turn my dream into something that can make me money. They just go after that day to day. I need to make money today because I need to put food on the table.
Right. And that's true. But you know what? A lot of people who think that way are the ones who grew up in those lies. They were told Go get that good government job because it will help you make that money. Go get a degree so that you can make that money. But a lot of people don't realize the passion, the gifts, and the talents have been in you from the day one, from the moment you were born. It is already there. You're gifted and talented to do certain things. A lot of people even want their kids, they raise their kids to work in family businesses. And the kids don't want anything to do with it. They're not even passionate about it. They can make money, but they're miserable. They're sick. I mean, and a lot of people don't even realize their sicknesses and diseases that they have is coming from what they're doing. It's not, they're out of line with their purpose and the plan that God has intended them for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the struggle is real when people are enveloped in a lie.
It's the surrounding or like the people that raised how you grow up. Like for me, when I was young, like my parents did tell me like I need to make sure that I finish my education. I get what I need. But since they were also into businesses, they were always telling me that I need to be more open-minded to business. Like if there is things that I love to do, I should find a way to, turn that into something that will make me money eventually. And if it's the job that I like to do, then go after it. But don't close your doors and say, oh, you need to go get the degree. You need to get the job and just work every single day, right? So I think it's based on how people are raised. Sometimes if your parents are really don't have the two different mindsets or the two different levels, and your parents work every single day, it's hard for you to, after 18 years, go ahead and be like, let me go and become a business owner and make $1 million a year, right? Like you'll go and follow your parents' footsteps.
And that's true. That's true because that's all you know. And so it's like you grew up in a lie. You only know the lie. But when you turn around and you flip it around and you see what you're actually passionate about and see that there is a way to make money with that passion, you would be surprised. So another way to actually monetize your package.
Monetize your passion?
Monetize your passion. How would you package your passion?
How would I package my passion?
Yes, and you can keep it brief. Just give me 3 points of how you would package your passion.
So how I would have it set up in a way that it can bring me money. Something like that's what you mean, right?
Yes.
3 pointers. Well, for me, my passion is, let's see. Well, let me talk about the things that I like to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I like to travel, right? So I think one way that I could package that in a way is you can do social media, like being ambassadors for different things so that, sometimes hotels or like flights, they want you to fly and then they want you to do reviews and stuff like that. Or they want you to buy certain products. So I think there's those different ways that I can turn that into a way to make money traveling.
So like digital content.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about physical products?
When it comes to physical products, I don't think there's sort of physical products that I would do for. Like you mean that I would create like of my own and sell?
Yeah, I mean
that represents like me.
Would that even apply?
I don't think I have because I'm not into like let's say arts or like creating things. So when it comes to products, I would advocate I guess for the products that I use and giving reviews.
Okay.
About the things that you do. Like for me, let's say I use a lot of skincare. I have curly hair products. So there's a lot of products that I always buy and I always change. So doing reviews for those or even becoming ambassador for those products that you really love and being advocate to share what I like or how it impacted my life or how it, let's say, made my hair better or how it made my face better. Or it can even be like teas. Like things that you used for your health, like if I had a certain health issue, I use that product So I will advocate for that. I'm more on that side, like advocating for certain products that I use.
So you're an influencer. Hi. I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like you're an influencer.
And I think that's what I kind of struggle with, is how to like start right away with that. It's like I like to
really?
do those. Yeah.
Oh, well, let me help you. I'm
said-
looking forward.
She said, "Let me help you
Maybe
with
we
that."
should do another show just with me helping you, and a whole challenge. So why do you like doing that? So let's go for your why. So it's so important. Let me just tell you, all of my followers, it is important to know your whys. I mean, dig deep into why and to the very core of why you really want to do what you're passionate about. For me, of course, the health and wellness products, I have tons of it and I love it. So, I do a lot of teas and I do them with love. I get so excited about the teas. I'm a big tea person, but I'm always trying different things about what can help. And even though a lot of people say herbs doesn't heal, but it sure does make you feel good. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not getting high off of it, but I am feeling good and relaxed and comfortable, like in it, because it feels like, oh my gosh, I feel cozy, I feel relaxed and calm. And to me, that's, and that's important. And to give it to someone else, that's even better. And so, I was making the other day, let me just tell you, I know this is on the side. So y'all know I do the sea moss. And I love all of these different types of sea mosses that I do.
The blueberry one is good.
The blueberry one is good. Yeah, wait till you try the apple pie one. So one day I was in the kitchen thinking about getting rid of my pots and pans. And I was like, I'm going to just get rid of it. And my granddaughter looked at me. No. She was like, and I was in there making, I think I was making raspberry jam and strawberry jam. And she said, you are always in here creating stuff and you do such a great job. I really want to get you a store so that you can sell it to everybody. I was like, oh my God, that was so sweet. And it was the most wonderful thing. And I was like, yeah, but I think I do it because I want to make people happy and make them feel good. Because nothing's really good like a good toast with some good jelly on it, or ice cream that got a little jam, something. And I love making my cheesecakes. Now, my niece and my children drive me nuts about these holiday cheesecakes. But they love my cheesecake so much. So I said, you know what? I'll make sure I'll do a little thing with a raspberry, because I'm always doing blueberry, strawberry. I even tried the pineapple. They love it. Yeah.
Pineapple cheesecake? I don't think I ever tried pineapple cheesecake.
I know, right? And I've done this pecan. It's an apple pecan cheesecake. Delicious.
Wait, do you do it? Is it dairy free, your cheesecake?
No. But I've wanted to make dairy free. Yes, it is.
Does it still taste the same?
Yes, it will. It will. Mm-hmm.
I know somebody that's lactose now recently, but loves cheesecake.
Oh, really?
And that person can't eat cheesecake and is very sad about it because they don't have lactose-free cheesecake.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay, and that's another thing for me to fix and rectify.
I'll be your first customer. Don't worry. As much as I can, I'll buy it from you. Just make it lactose-free.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Like a plan. What's another way that you can actually get visible in doing what you love doing? Well, you already said social media.
Social media, yeah.
Social media is big. I'm not really big on the emailing listing and funnels and stuff like that. I actually thought about hiring somebody for that because I'm horrible with it.
So marketing, I think there's different aspects to it. There's the social media part. There's a certain group of people that you can get. And then when it comes to funneling and doing ads, that's also a way of getting different kinds of people.
Yeah, I know.
And you can actually get a lot more through ads and funneling more than you think you get from social media, like compared to. I mean, I don't know. I've seen like businesses that do like ads and stuff the right way, because I think not everybody really knows how to do ads, but if you really find out how to do the funneling and the ads and target the right people, a lot of businesses get like a lot of results, and they put themselves out there, and the way they do it is a way that you constantly see it. It doesn't get annoying, but you get to that point that you're like, okay, what is this product? Like, let me like click on it and let me look at it.
Right.
And they're so good at doing that.
Right.
But marketing is very important though for yourself, for any business. I think if you have the marketing skill, it's just easy to like turn that into a business, even itself, just the marketing itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a big thing for a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to charge. And a lot of people don't know, don't always feel comfortable asking for what they believe that they are worth, what their time is worth. I'm one of them. I used to be really bad with that. I would say, oh, it's free. It's no problem. Come on. But then I started over time. I said, no, I'll take a love offering. Love offering.
What is that?
I remember one time someone gave me $20 as a love offering for creating something that was so huge. And I was like, not anymore. Not anymore. So I started looking at things differently. And and I learned something. I don't compare myself to anybody. I don't look at my competitors' numbers anymore. I don't feel like I have any competition. I know what I'm good at. I know there are things that I do that a lot of people don't do. I know that I'll go that extra mile when a lot of people won't. And so I'm not afraid to say, okay, this is what it is right now. Even though I might not have, even though I might have a list of things that I might do for you, but I will go above and beyond that. Especially if I know that you're serious and you're ready to move forward, I'm willing to do it. But I'm not going to shortchange myself to a point that I'm going to ask for a love offering. I'm not going to do
for free
a $10,000 job for $20.
I think for people, sometimes it's like, I guess especially if it's people that you know and you did something for them, although let's say whatever they did, it's worth a lot. It's hard to bring it up and say like, oh, this is actually what I would charge for that, or this is how much I think I deserve. So it ends up always going like, you know what, you just give me what you think is valuable for you, or like whatever what I did for you is good enough. And I think it takes practice to really just be blunt, or really have that self-confidence in you and say like, I'm worth this much, and if I spend, even if it's 5 minutes to do this, if that 5 minutes is worth $1,000, then you will pay me $1,000. I think to get to that level is like, it's not easy.
It's not.
But you have to get there.
It's important.
But how do you get there?
Because people will take advantage. And then you have to decide what you will do and if this is worth your time. Because sometimes and I've noticed, like, remember when I told y'all I was a publisher and I did a lot of editing, but I didn't charge per page. I charged pretty much the same per job, which was almost a big mistake. So I created, and this was my biggest mistakes. I created a whole plan. Okay, I'm going to edit your book, I'm going to publish your book, and I'm going to market your book. But all rights remain yours. And at the end of the day, I wasn't getting anything if the marketing continued. The price was set right there. And it's like, okay, if I got, so just say back then, I think maybe the most I charged for a job was probably $6,000. And that was pretty low for a job. But I was continuing to go through the cycles of constantly marketing, setting up at bookstores, doing all this other stuff. And I was like, well, dang, I'm still doing it and I'm not getting anything from it. Not even their sales. When they were selling, I wasn't even getting a piece of it. And I should have been. But I didn't think to include that. Now I look at everything. I stopped doing the publishing thing, not because I was shortchanging myself. I could have changed that. I stopped doing the publishing thing because I realized that doing the books, it was taking away from me doing my books. It was taking away from me doing my writing. And I was getting so much flack from other authors demanding, once you give them a pay amount, demanding that I talk to them on my days off. And I'm like, okay, now we have a problem. It's nope. And then send me text messages telling me, well, I know this is supposed to be your day off, but I need to talk to you right now. Well, that's a control freak. And to me, now that's controlling.
Now that's controlling, yeah.
You know, so I decided, nope, this isn't for me, because I can say there's a side of me that still has not been fully delivered and is you're about to meet her.
And you do not want to meet that
You don't want to meet her.
You don't want to meet her.
So I was like, nope, that's okay. And I realized then it was the best thing for me to stop doing that publishing company. That's when I was bridging over from publishing to teaching. Yeah. And I was like, to teach? Why would I do such a thing? But you know what? I loved it.
That's what you like to do.
It was just, I was so passionate about it. I was like, wow, I really like this. This is easy. This is fun. And I love getting in the classroom with kids and things we had conversations about in a Christian school. Y'all know what Christian school it was. Yes, with kids. So with teenage girls and decisions that they were making. And I was like, really? Do you really want to make that decision? Let's go down the line. Let's talk about that. That was my Miss Fix-It jumping in. Let's talk about that. Do you really want to do this? This is what will happen if you do this. And this is what will happen if you do that. So let's connect the dots. They were like, you know what? I think you're right, Miss Angela. I don't think I want to do this.
They're like, you're saying you want to do it, but then have you really broken it down and seen what it takes?
Yes. I said, no, let's really look at this. And I did that with a lot of them. And the interesting part is I was teaching them how to write a newspaper.
Really?
Yeah, but they was having all of these big discussions in there. I was like, what y'all think this is playtime? Let's really talk. And I'm telling you, but it was a lot of children that got a lot of major breakthroughs in there and made some different decisions. Yeah, I kept finding myself from one teaching gig to another before I actually opened up my own tutoring and homeschool thing.
You came a long way.
Yeah.
Came a long way, and now that's also prospering.
Yes, and I love it. And the more I back away from it, because I notice you grow when you get other people coming in doing the work instead of you doing the work. Now, right now, I'm looking for one more manager. Once I get this one, my hands are up. Yep. And I'm excited because I really want them to take off. I want to give them the vision that I have and they run with it.
Yeah. And they manage it as you expect them to manage it. And then now you can focus yourself on your other businesses and actually help those grow. And then when that grows, you give it to somebody and then you move back.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm absolutely. That makes me so happy.
I know, right? Today we challenged the idea that we can't make money doing what we love. We talk about shifting the mindset, monetizing your passion, and different business models to create income. So today I challenge you, including me, to to go for what you love, what you're passionate about, what you're gifted and skilled in, and just go for it. I'm not telling you to quit your job. Not yet, because that's going to take some encouragement. Now, there will be a time that you will have to walk away from that job. But I am telling you that it is so important to get that list of everything you know, every natural gift, every gift that you've learned, everything. Write it all down and see where you're going, and let's come up with a plan. Because it's time. It's time for you to move towards what you were purposed to do. And make money doing it.
I have one more question for you.
Oh, by all means, she got another question.
No. What if, a lot of people usually, they don't like their jobs, right? So they always find a way to escape from their job. What if you like your job and what you do, but you still have another passion and you still want to pursue that?
Well, I think that you should still pursue it. Set aside time. A lot of people always say, I don't have the time. I'm super tired. Trust me, if you're passionate about something, you'll find the time to do it. If you're really passionate about it. The lie we tell ourselves is we don't have time. Now, where on earth did we get that thing from? We don't have time. I always have time to do what I love doing. So I used to not be a morning person. I was more of a night owl. So I'll stay up late at night working. Yeah. I prayed to be more of a morning person because I had to get up to do the whole school thing. I prayed for that. Now I can get up and all of my energy is focused in the morning. Sometimes I'll get up really early and I'll do my morning devotions and my stretches, and I can't wait for my lunchtime walk. But I get up early and I start putting together what I'm going to do, and I just start jumping into it. I always have the time. I'll find time. Even when it seems like my schedule is packed for that day. And I love to write. Most people don't realize I've learned that my passion and my desire for writing was a teenager. I think I actually discovered my love for it when I was in high school. And I was like, oh, this is so fun. This is cool. And writing all my thoughts, all my feelings, everything. I love doing that. That was my coping thing. And without that, I felt lost. So when I was in a car and I couldn't figure out how I was going to write, I would grab my phone and start talking into that phone.
Oh my God.
So it was like just going and allowing it to type for me. And I was like, good. And then I'm going to put it in here and I'll finish typing it when I get in. But I was always finding my way of doing my work. Now, before I even had a cell phone, let me tell y'all, I was very resistant on cell phones. What? Yes, I know, right? I was very resistant because I was like, what? I need a cell phone in the car. I got a phone at home, got a phone at work. People are always going to try to contact you. But I was very resistant. And I used to have a pencil and paper and writing in the car at every stoplight. If I was stuck in traffic, I was writing.
Wow.
That's just how much I loved
writing.
Writing. So you find what you love to do and you just do it. There's so much that I love to do. Now, cooking and stuff, when I'm in the kitchen doing my thing, that's me relaxing, decompressing so that I can relax my mind and so the flow can come back. Because sometimes it seems like it's so much going on in my brain that I have to relax it. So I get in the kitchen and I start having fun. So I'm one that's in the kitchen. I'm always dancing. So I love to be in the kitchen by myself cooking.
Because you don't want nobody to see
my kitchen. I don't care. You can stay there. But I want to just hum, sing, dance. I want to have fun in the kitchen. I don't like sharing the kitchen with people. A lot of people don't realize know that about me. I was able to actually confess that truth to one of my sister-in-laws. And I was so happy that I was actually able. I was like, yeah, I hate that sharing the kitchen too. She cannot stand it. I was like,
she's the same.
another person. Yes, because one is my time. And I remember my husband said, I just love watching you dance around in the kitchen. He said, you have so much fun. Like, you enjoy this cooking thing. I said, I don't even think of it. It's cooking. I just think of it as giving you what I love. And I feel like the more love I can throw into that, the better it's going to taste.
And usually food that is made with lots of love always tastes good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Always. I want to try that cheesecake.
Absolutely.
The dairy-free one.
Yes. So, week 1, go for your passion.
Remember, success isn't just about money. It's about alignment.
It's about alignment.
Doing what fulfills you or the work that fulfills you while generating wealth is the ultimate goal. To making you happy, being happier, and achieving your dreams, your passion, what you like to do. All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
All right, good show.